I'm Bernie Diamond, and welcome to the Testimonies section of the Christianityworks.com website. We do what we do, sharing the good news of Jesus Christ through the media around the globe, for one reason and one reason alone: to see people's lives transformed as they encounter this edgy, risen, surprising, amazing, subversive Jesus who came for each one of us to die to pay for our sin and to rise again to give us a new life. So on this section of the website, there are just a few of the many, many stories we receive each week and each month of people whose lives have been transformed. I'd like to share one with you in particular. I'd like to read to you an email that I received from a rebel fighter in the Democratic Republic of Congo a little while back. I woke up one morning, I went to my study, I opened up my emails, and this is what I read. Please, I'll read it to you. He said, "Dear Bernie, I who are writing this note to you was a colonel in the Perico, one of the rebel groups here in the North Kivu of the Congo. Recently I was attending a peace conference in Goma. While in my hotel room, I turned on the radio. Your program, A Different Perspective, was on. As I listened to it, I realized that with no fear of God in the hearts of people, there will be no peace at all. In this 8 minutes were enough to take me to a turning point of my life, as well as in my peace effort in this region. After this challenging and touching program, I left the room a changed man. I have been on the battlefield for 13 years now. I don't know how many people have died because of my gun, but what I know is that I decided to lay down my arms. Right now, I am on process of getting all staff of my guerrilla unit into a church in Goma. Every week I listen to both A Different Perspective and Christianity Works, and they build up my faith. Thank you for making these programs available to me and my own people. God be with you. Safari Murinzi." Isn't that an amazing story? And we receive stories like that time and time again of people's lives that have been radically transformed. Can I tell you something? It's not because we're particularly clever. It's not because we're particularly good at what we do, although we try our hardest. It's because God uses the ministry of Christianity Works as we proclaim the Word of God, as we teach the Bible in the media, as we share the good news of Jesus. He uses that to touch people right where they're at, whether they happen to be in the Kivu province of the Congo, whether they happen to be in London or in Chicago or somewhere in Australia or in the Pacific or in any number of the 160 countries in which our programs are heard. If God moves you, you may wish to support the work of Christianity Works. We aren't some large, well-funded ministry that spends money. We are faithful with every cent that is given to support the work of the gospel. In fact, every dollar that you give will reach over 2,000 people with one or more messages of the gospel in a week. Just think about that. $10, 20,000 people. $100, 200,000 people. That is an awesome thing. God does that, not us. And whatever you give, however you give, to whomever you give, that is entirely between you and God. Be blessed as you read the stories of the people on this website.